Goodness comes and evil goes.
Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth. Karibu, welcome. My name is Kwende, and today we're going to get into another important subject, and that subject is spiritual embrace, repelling spiritual abandonment. By grace of the Creator Supreme, the primary and spirit people of creation, live a spiritual life naturally. This is the life that yields spiritual enrichment. This is the life that provides spiritual ascension, spiritual growth, necessary for spirit people. And as such, African souls have always had a framework. At the very least, no matter what the role or responsibility is in society, no matter what the status is that an African person may hold in the society, there is always, naturally speaking, a spiritual framework, a spiritual set of guides that ensure righteous order and righteous living throughout the sphere of African life, so that Africans can rise and reach their maximum potential and their maximum capability. This is all to embrace spiritual empowerment. This is all to embrace spiritual ascension. In recent times, however, because of the interruptions and disruptions caused by others that mean the African ill, Africans have been skewed, or some Africans have been skewed outside of their natural way of life, outside of their natural order, to engage in the practice of spiritual abandonment, relinquishing that thrust which is so fundamental to African life, that is naturally at the core of African life, that naturally guides and energizes African life in a rightful and maximizing way. So it is surely the duty of African souls who are progressively restoring themselves to fullest flourishing to be aware of spiritual abandonment and to avoid it, to repel it, because it has negative impact on the life of spirit people that the African soul is, that African souls are. So, in whatever sphere of life we happen to find ourselves in this contemporary time, it is vital functioning for African souls to embrace their own spiritual thrust, embrace their own spiritual way. And of course, one of the ways in which that can be readily done, that can be readily harnessed and utilized, is the framework of Asbuak, African spirituality by way of Kwanzaa. And within that, Africans must surely retain, retrieve, restore, and live their own spiritual way, and at the same time repel and avoid the practice of spiritual abandonment in the context of the person's self, in the context of African harmonious male and female unions of complementarity, in the context of African family, in the context of African community, in the context of African nation, and in the context of the African world community. Embrace spirituality and repel spiritual abandonment. In this, the African will surely and eternally ascend. So with that food for thought, and surely it is food for thought, Kimunga Ukumbozi, Kimunga Ukumbozi, Kimunga Ukumbozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth.
Divine Madabahuni of love. Shrine of self is gift from above. I say